Currency issue is only one of many elements that go into a growth forecast. Your growth forecast comes from your oil growth and your non-oil growth. And the currency issue hardly impacts in a big way the oil side. The key element is through the non-oil. And it is through the non-oil because non-oil activity requires in some sectors the use of foreign exchange. And consequently, it is those sectors that use foreign exchange that are not having or have access to as much foreign exchange as they needed before. That then has an implication, at least in the short term, on how they can continue that type of activity. What's been happening is that either they cannot, in which case activity has gone down, or they have had to source outside of the interbank market through the parallel market or the bureau de change markets, and that we have seen a significant increase in price. And so that would have impacted, therefore, the cost of production and consequently the bottom line and the ability to not only continue, but whether they make decisions on shedding labor or simply continuing. Yeah.
So what do you think is the most compelling single overall argument for Nigeria now to loosen these controls and reflect the market forces?
Oil and the oil sector is pivotal to the entire Nigerian economy because of the various ramifications on the fiscal, on the external, and on the real. That shock is not temporary. We expect it's likely to persist. Therefore, the impact, I'd like to say, is durable. Because that impact is durable, it means you need to have adjustment. And that adjustment, the how, we are saying, has to be comprehensive, has to be consistent. And in that comprehensive package, one of the elements is that which you talked about. How do you adjust your currency in conjunction with other policies, fiscal, monetary, structural, to manage the huge impact that I have talked about that is going to be durable? So focusing, as it were, on just the exchange rate is A, not fair to the country and not fair to policymakers, because you cannot fix a problem as big, as wide, as impactful as we've observed in Nigeria by simply focusing on fixing one element of it, the exchange rate.
Are you optimistic?
About Nigeria? Long term, yes. I think the country has long-term potential, but at the same time, there are some very dark clouds around us, both at the global level and in the country itself in terms of macro indicators that would suggest these need to be managed and managed well.